You can call us feral, you can call us chavs, you can call us pikeys, you can call us hoodies.
What is going on?
25p.
We're the sixth richest nation in the world, yet our social security, our state, is a load of crap.
No one's happy around here.
How important is this fight on Saturday?
It's everything, really.
Hey, City, you're mad. Go kill your mum and dad.
There's nothing, no better feeling.
So blood with crap, anything, though.
Why are you watching ball?
There's just no end goal. There's no end point. There's no path.
Hey, what'd you get kicked out of school for?
Punching someone, smoking, bringing noise in school.
The system's on its arse.
Yeah.
There's nothing for kids.
That same cycle over and over again. They grow up, have kids, and they've got nothing to give them.
Working class people in general know that they're being robbed of something.
Manchester City against Stoke, full match commentary.
There's the police roll.
You'll have another who's following us now.
City, we love it, mate, we love it.
We're all City fans, and we all went for years, home and away. I loved it as a kid, absolutely loved it. I'm a blue through and through. I've got City on my arm, I've got City on my back, I've got all the T-shirts. Once I got 10, 11, 12, and I see people throwing bottles, bricks. As a kid, you want to join in, and that's how I got into it. It could be a number of different things that happen today. You never know.
That's what makes it a little bit more fucking fun, isn't it?
Oh God, he's some wood. Oh my God.
As an honest, hard-working police officer trying to keep the peace.
Leave them alone. They're not lads. They're not lads. Leave them alone.
Some lads crack onto drugs, some get into gangs. Others just enjoy a bit of football fuckery. That's just your outlet as a young working class lad.
Can't do nothing today, there's too many police around.
Takes the piss, man. So what's the plan? Vengeance, innit?
A couple of miles from the stadium is West Gorton, where Aaron lives with his family.
Hiya.
I'm a HGV driver at the minute. I left school at 16, become a driver's mate. And I'm working my way up from having my own van, and then I've funded my own HGV licence as well.
Get Lily.
Got no help off nobody, done it all myself.
17 I was when I met Aaron at KFC. I'm not interested in the football, to be honest. I just leave him to it, and I just think if he gets in trouble, then it's his own fault. As long as he don't get in too much trouble, that is. Like getting locked up and stuff, but you know. Do you want your tea?
She likes to kick me out a lot.
Where is she? You should be listening.
Nah, just stubborn neck with both of them, don't like to give in.
Fucking you should have gone. Should have been gone by now. Yeah.
When he's with the lads, he's a different person though. When he's here with his family, he's a lot different. When he's with the lads, he's...
I've not got my key.
How's he different?
When he's here, there's a different side to him. He can be quite sweet. You know, when we're all by ourselves, he can be. He loves us really, doesn't he? Yeah. Help you? What's the matter? You want a wee? Mama. You want Mama to come to you?
Mum pays for my phone, but I pay for petrol and stuff. She pays for the insurance and that.
How do you afford it?
I don't know.
bit of this and that?
High school, got there till year 11, then ended up getting kicked out.
Why?
Just being a little shit, really.
What are you kids up to then? Been at school?
Yeah.
Been down school? You bunking off today?
Yeah.
Hey, what'd you get kicked out of school for?
For punching someone, smoking, bringing knives into school.
I can't sit down and just be writing and stuff. I've got to do something physical.
I'm going in this spinny thing. I'll probably knock me sick.
I thought I wasn't getting anywhere. The GCSE is going to be rubbish because I always mess about in lessons. I wasn't focused on school. I didn't like it. I didn't want to be there.
I'm stuck. I can't get out.
For those lads who get to the end of school, they're kind of 15, 16, and they haven't got their GCSEs, what happens to them?
Just a life of misery.
White working-class boys are now the worst performers at GCSE, and fewer of them go to university than any other group. But some people do make it.
I was brought up in a working class way, in a working class background. I was lucky, I was good at school, I was academically minded, I was quick, I could make people laugh, you know what I mean? I could do things, I could chat and still get on with my work. Most people couldn't do that. There were people genuinely who were fantastic with working with their hands, but the other 5 hours of the day, they were just miserable. It's just not set up to cater for working class lads who are that way inclined. There's just no end goal. There's no end point. There's no path. There's just get on with it is the main phrase that you hear constantly. And that messes with your mind after a while. I think that sums up what a lot of working class men feel. There's opportunity there. There's just not enough.
I come from a massive family. We've never had much money, obviously. There's so many of us. Even when my mum was working, it wasn't pulling in enough to sort all of us out straight away.
Dale lives with his mum, 4 of his 5 brothers, his aunts, cousin, 3 dogs, and a parrot.
I'm playing on my game.
Right, we'll move it a bit forward and don't raise your voice to me.
When you live in a community and you've got a lot of children, people automatically think that you're having them children to claim more benefits. We're not all like that. Some of us actually had our kids because we wanted to.
Oh, is it the
I made
heart?
some Sunday dinner for you. What did they have a bake?
What, Stacey made me some
Stacey, I
Sunday
did.
dinner?
I've done cleaning jobs, I've done bar work, I've done waitressing. Anything to bring money in. You used to be able to walk out of one job and straight into another. You can't do that now because there's too many people and not enough jobs.
Got a job in Macca's, there for about 2 months. Went in on my birthday, did an 8-hour shift, got home. Within 10 minutes of me getting home, I thought my mum had been rushed to hospital. They paid me £50 holiday pay and then took me off the payroll. Stuart was in a car accident, shattered his leg, so he's not got everything. Michael's got 2 kids, he can't be back and forth. You know, he's working full-time. Jordan's on the autistic scale, so he can't just go out and get a job, and he's not right enough to look after my mum. So there's only really me that can do it. So I've got basically a family of 8, and it's mostly on my head.
Dale, will you put this rubbish out? I'll get one of your brothers to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's going to go everywhere. No, I need to get my picks down, they're hurting. Do you want a black bin bag?
No, I'm taking them down. Bloody hell. You've only been there since bloody yesterday.
So I'm back and forth shopping, helping everyone out, trying to get everyone sorted, and then trying to sort my own situation out as well.
Have you been the man of the house pretty much your whole life?
Pretty much, yeah.
says, you know, the one thing I will never regret in life is my kids, because they've kept me going. Everybody needs something to believe in. Everybody.
I don't believe in fuck all.
Don't swear.
F4. I think working class people in general feel this kind of thing weighing down upon them, and I can't put it into words of what it is, but I think people watching this will understand that you feel it pushing you down all the time.
No babbers, no. I'm pretty good with money, but I don't want to do it all by myself. He needs to help me, so yeah, that's where a lot of the arguing comes in.
You have to do like a 1.5 mile run. The paras, that's the hardest one to get in, and that's 9 minute 45. I got a 8 minute 20.
There are other tests as well?
Online tests, but on the literacy one I failed 2 points away I was.
That same cycle over and over again. They grow up, have kids, and they've got nothing to give them. If there's no opportunities, real opportunities out there for them, how are they ever going to progress? How are they ever going to get the confidence to say, I want to go to college, I want to go to university?
I would have been going in next month to do 42 weeks of training.
So you failed by 2 points on literacy?
Yeah.
A lot of working class people in general, and people from where I'm from, know that they're being robbed of something. Robbed of some kind of opportunity that a lot of other people in this society can access just through the biological lottery. And there's something wrong about that, isn't there? Being working class is not fun. It's just not.
Do you think it's difficult then to kind of get out of this kind of lifestyle for people?
If you're looking at 0 hours and you're looking at the rubbish pay that people are getting, it's barely keeping them afloat. And I think this is why a lot of people turn to crime.
Get down, you monkey.
Mom, can I have this?
No.
What are you doing? How is things at the house then?
Fine now. Everything's finally getting done. All the repairs and everything, they're finally getting done. Finally got heating in the house. This bus better just hurry up, it's freezing.
Let's go get the truck.
No.
No. Do you want to see this while we're watching? Come here then. Video it.
What are you watching?
Pornhub. He's watching porn.
Watching a bit of porn up here?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why have you got it on you now?
Look at that. The guy's videoing it.
Oh, turn that thing off, man. He's got his dick out.
The guy was tossing himself off and fingering the pussy. This learn us to get a girl.
What, on what shows?
No, the Pornhub.
No, it doesn't.
You shouldn't even be watching.
You shouldn't even be watching it, you're 12.
I don't have anything against where I'm from. I really don't. But I always felt like I didn't belong there, you know, like I didn't fit in. It's an old mining town. You can still feel the sort of fallout from the miners' strike.
Now the pit's closed down, what do people do? What's the main industry?
What do people do? It's just dead-end work, you know what I mean? There's no real career opportunity there. You've got to go outside it.
Officially, unemployment is at 4.3%, a 40-year low. But that only includes people who are formally looking for work. In reality, over 20% of the workforce are classed as inactive. Almost 9 million people.
A lot of people have a lot of issues with how the country's being run, and the fact that 100,000 people approximately are here today to voice a grievance tells you everything you need to know.
And the stats tell a story about men. In the last 45 years, the percentage of inactive male workers has tripled, and a lot of them rely on help from the state.
How important are benefits to these people?
They keep them alive. Basically, they keep them alive. And when you take someone's money off them, you're taking that lifeline away from them. You're not a criminal because you're poor. You really aren't.
This corner house, this old pictures, to me it's a squat, and I know we always get evicted, but the people who rely on us, the people who rely on the squat, they call it home.
Last time we met Chris, he'd set up a squat for the city's homeless in the disused Corner House cinema. The authorities are determined to get him out.
Sunday morning, 6 o'clock. My friend Nick heard a lot of stamping across the room. I didn't. I was in the landing nod. I just heard Nick trying to raise the alarm. I jumped up. They were abseiling down the walls, coming through the windows, the doors. Proper Indiana Jones tackle, if you ask me. Must have cost hundreds of thousands as well. On a Sunday, 7 o'clock in the morning, another 20 people on the streets of Manchester again. Well, they confiscate our stuff, and then we can only get it back if we could produce photo ID, was the quote of the morning. Yes or no? 10 o'clock in the morning, can I turn up here without photo ID, because I don't have any? Most people on the street have lost everything they own. Everything they own. Morgan's been sent to jail for this twice, and each time he sent me to jail, everybody lost everything they owned in all the buildings.
We're here to help you now to get
Always. There's about 15 of us, all stood on that island there with all our belongings, being offered foil blankets and cold, God knows what. Got no respect for the law, not one fucking bit, you bunch of sad tits. We were back on the streets with what belongings we could carry and what we could muster in trolleys. I know you got your own. When you go home and look at your wife tonight, your pillow talking her on the bed, how do you explain to her that you just made a fucking 19-year-old girl sleep up on the street again?
How did it make you feel?
Small. Powerless. I had to go and look for a new home.
It's been 5 months since the Corner House squatters were evicted, and a lot of them are still looking for a permanent home.
How you doing, man?
I'm all right, how are you?
I'm all good, I'm all good. I'm back again. Welcome to the Corner House too. This is home. Are you coming up? Are you coming in? Come on. Right, well, this is the first floor. This is where we're running the night shelter from. We've got 2 working toilets there, hot water, cold water, working hire dryers, so you can get a good wash and a good dry, and it's warm instead of cold. The equipment, the biscuits, the cereals, the vegetables, the bread, the fridges, the cookers, the knives and forks, plates, everything. It all came from the kindness of the people of Greater Manchester and the surrounding areas. As you can see, it's not 5-star. Last night was our busiest night. We had 9 in last night. It's our 4th night open. Town Hall, Manchester City Centre. It's quite a gothic, beautiful building, isn't it? But unfortunately, there's nothing beautiful inside it. There's just a bunch of ignorant councillors who refuse to acknowledge what's going on in these streets and these doorways.
I've been saying to my man for years.
Last time we hung out with Chris, Jordan was also staying at the Corner House squat.
Chris! Chris!
But since the eviction, we'd lost contact.
Have you seen Jordan recently?
I have seen Jordan recently, yes. Jordan is not well. And I wish he'd either get in touch with me or his brother or just go back to the hospital. But unfortunately, Jordan's out in the wind at the moment, roaming the streets of Manchester again, toiling with whatever he's toiling through in his head. But I know one thing, his body is very, very battered, and he needs rest, he needs relaxation, he needs health care.
What's it like on the street right now?
It's colder, it's windier, it's wetter. It's a lot harder to find a dry, comfortable place. I said there's no spikes there already. It just gets grimmer. A lot grimmer. People died in the city centre from exposure.
What's been going on, mate?
I can't even remember it at all. I can't remember anything, but what I've been told is I got found on Market Street unconscious. Obviously, paramedics got called. They gave me 5 hours to live on arrival out of the hospital. It was a rare heart infection. All I remember after that was waking up in hospital 18 days later. I was in a coma for 18 days. I was in hospital for 2 months. I left a little bit earlier than I should have. I thought I were all right. To be honest, I still need to go and get a checkup because I didn't finish antibiotics, so the infection could come back. I don't know. It's life-threatening, so... And I know I need to do something about it, but it was lacking.
We bumped into Chris.
Yeah, and I was seeing Chris last week. Speaking to him, and he was telling me that he's opening a new squat and that, so... You know, he's not received a lot of help, has he? In terms of accommodation, so what's he going to be able to do for me? You know what I mean? Not much he can really do, is there?
Everything I own is here in the corner. Basically, this is me. But yeah, this is my army sleeping bag, proper sleeping bag. It's kept me warm when it's been like -12 outside. The luxury of a pillow, which I've made by stuffing pillowcases inside pillowcases inside pillowcases. A spare rucksack, a spare sleeping bag. And then pretty much everything I own fits into my cupboard. And that all fits inside my rucksack.
Shit out here.
Are you using again, mate?
No, not using. Don't get me wrong, I thought about it, but no.
I used to be an addict. I used to be a wrong un. I used to be getting in trouble all the time. I used to be an angry kid. And I was an angry kid because I weren't getting nothing back or putting everything into my life, and I was just getting kicked in the teeth, as you can see. And I've been homeless for 6 years on and off now. And all I've seen is the most youngest, the most vulnerable, the poorest end up out here for no reason at all. They're neither being young, poor, or vulnerable. They're being stitched up in every way. The means testing system, the austerity cuts, they're only designed to affect us.
When I was in hospital, they instantly stopped my money.
Well, they sanctioned you?
They suspended my benefits altogether.
Because you missed an appointment?
Yeah.
Everything for my kids I've had to fight for. Every bit of help, every bit of support I have had to fight for.
Just what do you think the future holds?